You cooperate.
Oops. Well, welcome to Red Puts Art in Your Face, featuring Mikella.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, she's watching the stream for me.
Sort of.
Yeah, sort of. I'm also watching the stream. Basically, we're both doing the thing. The good news is I can hear.
Mikella.
Oh shit! No, that was wrong. That was wrong. Okay, I put it on mute. We're good. No echo.
It's all good.
That's gonna be weird for you guys. I know. I'm sorry, but I can see the chat at least, and I can also see what I'm doing, which is gonna be weird. Where did I put my? Where did it go? There it is. oh boy. All right, let's quit that. No, I need that, and I need that because that's what I'm using to stream. Okay, so I think we're good. All right. Here we go. Sorry for the infinite stream of death. All right. So normally I don't do this, but the person who paid for it gave me permission, so I'm working on a commission today. So that's what I'm doing. Yay! This is a commission for one of our frequent viewers, Alexa. She asked for a bunch of Star Wars OCs. So, well, 2 Star Wars OC and 1 Mass Effect OC commission, but I can't show that one on Twitch as has been reminded to me after the last time I tried to stream and things went wrong. So, yeah, so we're just gonna work on this today. Yay! Alright, so I'm doing the background first, which is, not usual for me, but because the background takes up so much of the image, instead of, like, the character being, like, way bigger and in the forefront, like I normally have it, and the background being really simple, the background's a little more complicated this time, so I'm doing the background first. So, and, I'm using this for color reference because, well, because that's kind of what Alexa asked for. I can't talk today.
That is okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I might have to get up and get something to eat halfway through this. And by eat, I mean grab a protein shake. I've had cereal, but apparently that's not enough. Okay. So here we go. Alright. So I've already done a little bit of the background. I've done this floor and kind of the side paneling. She wanted it to be like the ship, but I didn't figure that out until like halfway through done with the line art. So, yeah. It's fine. It's fine though. I can do the thing. Wait, am I using this for the top of the crates or the side? What do I remember? I know. I remember now. I was gonna use it for the side of the crate. Okay. Crates. And not here, because this is not a crate. This is part of the ship, so just the crates. So I'm using it for the side of the crates. Come on, brain. Do the functioning thing that you do. Alright, so doing the side of the crates. So yesterday I was left to my own devices, and I planned to do an art stream, but I did something else instead, and I became very tired, so I didn't do that. Yeah. I did something else with somebody I'm currently seeing, although it's very long distance and it's mostly online, but that's fine. That's a totally valid relationship. I'm just... yeah. Anyway. Crap, I just realized I missed it. You know what? It's fine. I'll just make it a part of the crane. I don't know who that is. Evanissimo. Hello. Nice to meet you. It's nice to have you here. Hello. I don't think I've ever seen you in the stream before, so hello. So right now I'm just kind of boxing in the color of the boxes. Ha 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 ha. Not funny. So that's what I'm doing. Well, this is just going to be the base color because then we're going to do the shadows and then more shadows and then highlights. So I've actually figured out like a different. Hello, Phoenix. I've actually started. Well, at least for this image, I was trying out a different way to do the shadows, and I like it. So I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah.
I am doing funky things with Google Sheets.
Yes.
So.
Mikella is very good with like Excel and with organizational charts and stuff, which I'm like, no, I have no time for that. I have time to organize stuff, like for real, but like doing it on charts, my brain goes, no, it's too much math, and I'm like, but there's no math involved, and my brain goes, it's like math, so no.
To be fair, there is no math.
Oh, there's my phone.
There is no math if you do things, if you set up formulas and things right.
Yeah.
Make it do the math. There's no math.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's Rob. He's here too. He's just in the background, mostly. What's up, Rob?
Let's see here. Currently,
Yeah?
I tried to make a Hard Kingdom-esque rookie deck from scratch.
What are you eating?
I've shoved a handful of brownie into my mouth.
Oh.
Because apparently when you put a bunch of ooey-gooey brownies into a Tupperware, and then drive 2 hours, the weight of the brownies on top...
Crumble the ones beneath it?
Oh no.
No?
Condenses the ones beneath it.
Oh no.
In a process similar to how coal becomes diamonds in the Earth's crust near the mantle. So what we have are the thickest, gooeyest brownies ever.
It is delicious.
Yeah, I bet. Especially since you made them with funfetti cake
Yes.
filling.
Also known as the right way to make brownies.
Instead of, a brownie mix.
I mean, that would have required going to the store and putting on pants.
I know, which all of us hate.
Both of those are a quitter's way out.
Yep. Every single person in here, diamond brownies. Yeah. Every single person here hates pants.
I mean, I'm wearing them because it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wearing yoga pants, but I don't count those as pants.
Yoga pants! Woo!
These are cargo pants. They allow me to be a human pack mule like God intended. Well, perhaps like bread God intended. I'm not sure.
Oh god. We had to tell them the story of bread Jesus.
I think not at the moment.
Okay.
But know very well there is a post floating about Tumblr. And the reason I don't want to repeat this is because the person is a memoirist.
Okay. Yeah, so they deserve the credit.
But there's a post floating around Tumblr. I'll probably throw it up on Twitter later.
Yeah.
I will say this.
It's fucking hilarious.
It is the best blasphemy I have ever read.
And unfortunately, it's made me refer to Jesus as bread Jesus from now on.
Well, I mean, it's like how Talladega Nights makes you want to say, sweet baby Jesus.
Yep. Who needs pants on a day off? I say who needs pants, period. Why not a kilt?
I say make sure you're subbed and help us be pantsless all the time.
Yes, that too.
Our lack of pants is brought to you by you.
The viewer.
Our viewers on Patreon.
Brought to you by viewers like you. We should just start just saying that the way that NPR and PBS do. Brought to you by viewers like you.
I've been working on something along those lines.
Yay.
Well, I think I was also the one who suggested we do that for all of our Patreon streams.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Which we need to start doing again, because I feel bad we have failed our patrons partially due to life getting in the way.
Yep. I moved.
That was one thing that needed to happen so life would stop getting in the way.
Yes. And also Christmas happened, and then New Year's.
So streaming is taking a precedent. That is not to say that I'm not thinking of other ways to make canned content.
Yep.
Thing is that I am trying to scale myself, realizing that we are a 3-person operation, and most of my models are 14-people operations.
What the hell are you doing? For 14 people, not...
Oh, what is it? What would you do with 14 people?
Like, why are you making, like, guides?
I'm not making the models.
Okay.
I'm following other models.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you can't just buy a Twitch channel from IKEA and put it together. You have to put it together yourself, but it's easier if you've looked at the IKEA directions.
Okay.
The problem is that I don't have the IKEA parts.
And you also don't speak Swedish?
Right. So I have some plywood I got from Home Depot, a couple of bolts I found in a drawer, and some Elmer's glue I'm pretty sure I got in the kindergarten.
Oh,
and we're
God.
trying to use that to make a bookshelf.
Oh, God.
And we're getting there.
So that's why kilts are making a comeback. Yes, exactly, that's why kilts are making a comeback, because pants suck, especially for dudes. Like, I don't understand why people have not figured out that kilts are sincerely the best form of fashion that exists. The Scots had it right all along, people. Wear kilts.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yep. And I'm not just saying that because I'm mostly Scottish. Because I'm like basically half Swedish, so. It's weird because like I say I'm half Swedish, but like that's just because my dad's side, my last name is for real Swedish, and 2 generations back they're in Sweden. But my dad's mom is French. Ish, like she's not actually from France, but her family was originally. Like they came from France to Louisiana, and then they moved to Texas, and then during the Dust Bowl they were like, well, fuck this isn't working, so they moved to California.
Frenchish, coming to ABC this fall.
Yeah. And they're the kind of French that were like, hey, let's stage a Protestant revolution before Protestantism is cool. And it did not work very well.
French.
What?
Hipster French.
Yeah.
Hi, Seaberry!
We were Protestant before it was cool, and that's why we all got killed. Except for this small group of us that decided to just leave.
Certainly Ireland and Scotland won't judge us.
That failed. That failed hard. It's so funny though because the Irish side of my family is Protestant. They're not Catholic. So that's fun.
Well, that just means they're less at risk of being hurt by bread Jesus.
Oh my god, Bread Jesus. That's never not going to be funny. Yes, hello, Seaberry. Rar indeed. Rar indeed. I'm coloring in some crates. Yay. Well, right now I'm erasing where I went outside the lines. Because this is not kindergarten. And these are not crayons, so I can do that. It's okay to go outside the lines, you guys. You can just erase your mistakes. Unlike in real life, where your mistakes linger for years and years.
That is the beauty of digital coloring.
Yep. I mean, you can apologize, but that doesn't actually erase the mistake, it just makes up for it. Yeah, that looks better. I think. Yes. I do need to go in and fix the thing, though. Because I messed up, and that's not... Yeah. That's not what I want. So I'm going to use the clone stamp tool to fix it. You know what? I'm just going to use the clone stamp tool over here too. Because I can. The clone stamp tool for when you're too lazy to go in and do the thing. There we go, that's better. Right. There we go. I fixed the hole I left. There's another hole over there. But that's okay because it's in front of a crate, so I can just use this one to color it in. It's not in front of the other background, which I already finished.
Oh, there's me 6 telling everybody to come visit us.
God damn it, Me6, why are you so late? Right, I'm not supposed to say God damn it, I'm just supposed to say damn it. Right. Because the other one is swearing, and one of them is swearing, but not as bad. Because religion? Religion.
Religion.
Multiply, and now we're going to use our watercolor tool. I hope you found half humorous red. I did! I do like Hephaestus. Hephaestus is neat. I like that he's also named after a Greek god. I find that very amusing because I like Greek gods, and I should not have used this color. I forgot I was using a guide, and I should use that color on the guide thing that I'm using. Yes. That would be better than what I did. There we go. Alright. We're going to set that to normal and not multiply. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, I like things that are named after Greek gods because I kind of grew up, like, reading stories about Greek gods, so, like, yeah. Mythology was one of my first great loves. Right up there with biology. And whatever the study of insects is, I really liked studying insects when I was little. And by studying them, I mean I was that kid with a magnifying glass at an ant hill. Although, to be fair, I did get bit by an ant, and that made me stop doing that. Although I did then start experimenting on snails. But snails are assholes, so who cares? Like, unless they're aquarium snails. Aquarium snails are very useful, but the, like, garden snails are dicks. I made one explode once. It was great. Val is an inventor only makes sense. He names his greatest creation after the god of the forge. Yes. That seems cool. Although it's weird that it's not like some Korean god, but yeah. No, I like it. I think it's cool. And Val's not like strictly the most Koreanist of Korean, so I get it. It's cool. I like it. Yeah. I remember where my light source is. I do, though it looks like I don't. I do. My light source is coming from above. This way. And this crates are stacked weird, so it's fine. No! God damn it. Yeah, there we go. What? Oh, by the way, I realized the reason why Manga Studio was totally crashing on me the other day.
Oh?
I forgot to download the new updates because the way that the last update worked was in order to get the new updates, you actually have to go to the App Store. And I was like, but the old updates before that just came to me, period. And then the new ones were like, no, you actually have to go ask for it. And I'm like, that seems wrong, but okay. So, I needed to update my computer, but now that I've updated, it seems Manga Studio is working better. So that's good. Saw an episode of Devilman, and that is all I will see. I don't know. I like Devilman. I thought Devilman Crybaby was actually pretty good. It sticks a lot closer to the original manga from the 1960s than any other version of Devilman I've seen. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's so problematic and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I mean, the series has always been problematic, so I don't really see why you're getting mad. I liked it, because, I mean, the ending, I'm not going to give away the ending, but the ending was good and different than what I'm used to seeing and stuff. So I was like, that's fun. I like it. This is neat. I enjoy this. I like that there's a relationship between two guys that is kind of gay, but not like Yuri on Ice gay. if that makes sense. I don't know. Anyway, I like it. I think it was good. The artwork is a little, like, disorientating, but I don't know, like, after a while, it stopped bugging me, and I just grew to love it. It kind of reminded me of some of the artwork from the Animatrix, which is one of the only Matrix movies I actually enjoy. Actually, it is the only Matrix movie I enjoy. All the other Matrix movies I don't like, but I like the Animatrix. And I think it's because I enjoy all the different art styles. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if something, like, tries to be unique in its art style, I can honestly appreciate it for that. Yeah. And I like the story, and the story of Crybaby, or Devilman Crybaby was actually so engaging that I didn't mind the art style. In fact, it kind of helped it later on. So I was like, you know what? I like the art style. It's not as smooth as, take another Netflix series, Castlevania, for instance. Not as smooth as Castlevania, which, oh my god, Castlevania is gorgeous and beautiful, and I love it so goddamn much. I need the next season. Why isn't the next season here? I need Richard Armitage being beautiful. In his voice. And also just the way he looks. I have a crush on Thorin. Anyway, I like dwarves. I don't know why. Anyway. So, I liked, I love the way that Castlevania looks. It's beautiful. But, and Crybaby Devilman, or Devilman Crybaby, whatever the title is, it doesn't look the same. Like, it doesn't have the same, like, finished, hand-drawn artistic quality that Castlevania has. It has a different, I think it's hand-drawn? I could be wrong. It could be digital art. But it doesn't have, like, the same quality. Like, because it's a different art style. And you know what? I actually like the Devilman art style for the story. I think it fits. I think they both flow well together. So after a while, after the first episode, I was like, I like this. I like this a lot. And then I watched the whole series in one sitting, and I was like, well, I'm ruined, so there's that. The ending was very emotional. I may have cried. And I saw on the internet, everyone's like, it's so problematic. And I'm like, well, yeah, but things are allowed to be problematic. The world is problematic. I think we can all just accept that. Because we're adults. Like, I'm allowed to like things that are problematic. I can, so long as I admit that, yes, they are problematic. And, yes, Devilman Crybaby is problematic, but at the same point in time, I can appreciate it for what it is. And I do. I thought it was a good story. You know, it was different than what I'm used to. It's different from what I've seen lately, so I liked it. I thought it was good. And after looking up the history and finding out, like, how close it was to the original manga, I'm like, oh, goddamn, I appreciate that a lot. Because a lot of anime and manga and, like, live-action series that are based off of manga, so a lot of things based off of manga like to go away from the manga, and for some reason, that annoys me. Like Sailor Moon, the original Sailor Moon cartoon. Everyone's like, oh, it was so much better than Sailor Moon Crystal. I'm like, okay, first of all, stop that. Second of all, I like the manga, and you know what's closer to the manga? Sailor Moon Crystal. It's way closer. I know the first season's kind of crap, but that's because the first book is kind of crap. The second season is much better, and guess what? Sailor Chibi Moon is not an annoying piece of shit. Like she is in the anime. And doesn't have that weird I'm in love with my dad thing going on that she did in the original anime. Which was weird and creepy. But in Sailor Moon Crystal, she's Marty McFly. She just wants her parents to get together so that she'll exist.
Well, there you go.
So I like that. I like that she's basically Marty McFly in the new version. Like, even when she becomes Dark Lady and it's like, oh, Darian's mine, it's not, Darian's mine and I'm gonna love him forever and da-da-da-da, gross, you know, daddy love stuff. It's more, you know, you can't have him anymore, he's gonna be working for me and he's still my dad. It's more that, and less, ooh, I have him now, haha, I'm basically having this weird incestuous relationship with him, which was the original anime, made me grossed out, even as a kid. I thought it was weird. I was like, isn't that Sailor Moon's daughter? Why is Sailor Moon's daughter hitting on her dad? I'm very concerned. So, like, I appreciated Sailor Moon Crystal going off of that and going back to the manga, because in the manga, you know, Rini isn't, oh, I love Darien like a guy, I like Darien like he's my dad. Mm-hmm. Which, yeah, he's her dad, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, no, I love Sailor Moon Crystal for that. And they got Sailor Uranus and Neptune right. And no, I don't just mean that they're lesbians. Although, yes, they are lesbians in Sailor Moon Crystal. The other thing that the original anime toned down was the fact that Uranus isn't exactly female. She has both qualities of male and female, which means she's bi-gender. So guess what? Frickin' Sailor Scout is my favorite Sailor Scout. Sailor Uranus.
I couldn't tell.
That might be because bi-gender. Yes. So I always, like, when I was learning, you know, my own gender, I was like, oh, I appreciate that so much. And it annoyed me that that wasn't in the original anime. But it is in Sailor Moon Crystal, which I enjoy so much. Wait, what's going on in the chat? Okay. A perfect world would get boring real fast. Cough, Dragon Ball Evolution is just the worst live action movie of an anime/manga. Yes, it is. Enjoy what you see. Oh, wait, no, that's not. Okay, Avatar, Last Airbender, I argue is worse. Oh, wait, there's also the Death Note movie, which was also bad. Yeah. So, if there are any content creators listening who create, you know, movies off of manga, maybe my point is go off of the manga and try to be as close to it as possible. Maybe don't try to change things so much that they become unwatchable. Because anime and manga is already kind of weird. it just gets more weird when you try and change it and make it more normal. Because then it's like, it's, okay. The only way I can equate it is kind of like, oh, what's that thing where you're trying to make a human and if you don't, like, if you, Uncanny Valley. It's like Uncanny Valley. You know, you can't become too perfect or too pretty because then it becomes weird and creepy. You know? And that's what I feel like a lot of people try to do, is like they try to like fix or make the content more accessible to like a different type of audience, and then it just comes out weird because, you know, that's not what originally it was made for. God damn it. Yeah. So, like, and the other thing, like, everyone likes to argue about Sailor Moon Crystal is, oh, but the transformation sequences are so weird and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, again, that only lasts for the first season. They learned their mistake. Like, basically what I'm saying is, skip the first season of Sailor Moon Crystal. Or, like, go halfway through it. Like, after Queen Beryl dies, then it gets good. When Chibi Moon comes into the picture, that's when it gets good. The thing is with the Death Note movie, except real, everyone looks kind of normal, but they had to make L black, which is nothing against black people, but really he is not black in the anime. Like, I think if they were gonna make any character, like, okay, first of all, my whole thing with the live action movie is, why did it have to take place in America? It could have taken place in Japan. That just seems like a shitty move on the screenwriters and producers' fault. It could have taken place in Japan, and then things would have made more sense. And, like, as for L, because he's, like, such a weird and creepy and mysterious character, he could have been played by a black actor, and it would, or an African-American actor, and it would have been good, because L was from London, but, and I'm just putting this out there, maybe have made him a little more of a guy that never got out of his bedroom, and less cool? He needed to be less cool and more creepy.
Dadgummit, this thing is not working.
Seriously, why did you think it was a good idea for Light's descent into darkness to be triggered by a thought? Yeah, why not, Japanese? Okay, but to be fair, no, yeah, in the anime, it was just Light being himself that triggered his descent into darkness, which was so much better than it being triggered by Misa, and I'm just like, and no, I'm not calling her by what they called her in the show, because A, I haven't watched it, and also B, no. like, seriously, no, like, characters can be evil because pride, and, like, stupid good decisions that aren't actually good decisions. They seem like good decisions because of faulty logic, which is what is the thing with Light. Light's whole thing is, here's some faulty logic for how to create a utopia. And I'm like, that's faulty logic and you're just killing people. But okay. Anyway. So, like, okay, take a live action movie that actually stuck mostly to the manga and original source content and came out great. The Ring! The Ring stuck pretty, like, the original Ring movie. Not any of its successors. The original Ring movie. It stuck pretty close to the source material and was amazing. It turned out great. It's a great, scary movie. The Japanese version and the American version are both terrifying for their selective audiences. That was when it was done well. But now we're in this, like, selection of everything must be done terribly. if it's based off of a manga. And I'm like, no? How about no? How about we do live actions that are not shitty?
So since we're talking about manga being turned into live actions,
Yes.
what are your thoughts on Hanakimi?
Oh my god. So, freaking, god damn it. Why did they not include Rem, which is just as bad? Yeah, I agree, Rem should be included. But also, so Mikella introduced me to the Korean
No, it's Japanese.
oh god, okay, fine. Japanese live action show for Hanakimi, which is a manga I used to read in like high school and middle school, which is about this girl who's half Japanese and lives in America, sees this Japanese high jumper, falls in love with him.
Well, I don't think necessarily falls in love with him, but idolizes.
Yeah, idolizes him. So she goes to Japan so that she can go to the same school as him to be close to him.
There is a reason, and they do cover it in the show.
Yeah.
I haven't read the manga for it.
I have. See, in the manga, it's because she idolizes him. It's a little bit of love, but it's very much idolizes and is like, I want to be able to do what he does, but also I just want to be near enough to see him. So she goes to Japan.
Oh, that is interesting. They do not have that in the story.
Anyway.
In the
So
live
I'm going to tell the manga version first, and then we'll talk about the live action.
Okay.
So she goes to the school and pretends to be, it's an all-boys school, so she pretends to be a boy. And in the manga, kind of pulls it off better than the live action, especially since she kind of looks like a boy. A cutesy boy, but still a boy. And then there's like some shenanigans dealing with there. And it's neat. But then the live action. Oh my god, the live action! The live action might as well be an anime because that's what it feels like. And also, the main character in the live action, so obviously not a boy.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I watched the Hanakimi dorama. I'd love to see a Natsuki love action space dandy. That would be cool. Though apparently the Gintama live action movie is good, kind of. Okay. I will take your word for it.
Okay, so in the live action of Hanakimi,
Yeah. Okay.
there is a pretty good reason for why she decides to go to Japan to enter into an all-boys school.
Yeah.
To be closer to her high-jumping idol.
Yes.
And that was because, and they explain it later on in the show.
Yeah.
That you haven't seen because you only saw the first episode of it.
Yeah.
The high jumper encountered her when she was being attacked by thugs and basically saved her life
Okay.
and got injured in the process.
Okay, but that's not okay. So in the
And her reasoning is it was her fault that he stopped high jumping, so she wants to make it better so that he can smile again. That's how they frame it.
okay, so in the manga, he does save someone and get injured, but it's from a truck because his friend was crossing the street and wasn't looking. So he pushed her out of the way and got injured and injured his leg and then just didn't compete after that. But it really had nothing to do with saving a girl from some thugs.
No. Yeah, I understand that. And he also goes into explaining it. That's what she thought happened.
Yeah.
And that was why he stopped jumping.
Yeah.
It was because he was injured because of her.
Yeah.
So she wants to try to fix that, make it better so that he can smile again, because she noticed he doesn't smile much.
No, he does not. Not in the manga, he doesn't smile that much either. Wait, okay. Why are these stories always start so creepy? Oh, I'm gonna pretend I'm a boy so I can be close to my... Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of shoujo manga where the girl is doing the thing that guys do in normal American romance comedy movies, where in any other situation and framed in any other light, that would be creepy as fuck. Like, That's stalker behavior. That's not okay. Like, don't stalk people and pretend to be a different thing that you're not in order to get into a school. That's not okay. I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, but here we are. Oh god. I mean, that's not even like the worst girl pretends to be boy manga I've ever read either. Oh god, and what's that other show that I showed you that like had us?
And to be honest, the reason why I'm kind of like loving Hana Akimi is solely for all of the other actors in that show.
Oh my god, the facial expressions are great. It's basically an anime. How do they do that? I don't know. That's not American acting. That's some genius-ass Japanese acting that I don't know how they do. That's some kind of secret, like, training shit. Oh my god.
It's great.
Yeah, what was that other anime that I showed you that we were cracking up about? Oh, right! Wait, no, I can't. It's Devil something, but it's like, it's one of those it's one of those like...
Oh, the one where they randomly throw songs into the middle of it?
Yeah, okay. I can't quite remember the name. I know it's on Hulu. So basically, I go through these periods where I like watching harem animes just because they amuse the shit out of me. I realize they're, like, unrealistic and stupid and have all these stupid, stereotypical gender roles and stuff. I don't really care. I just like watching they make me giggle. Like, and also eye candy, but mostly just because that's really funny. That could never happen. It makes me laugh. This one, though, takes it too far. Because, and I shit you not, their music, okay, so Nostalgia Critic has this thing where if there's a musical number, it comes out of nowhere, it makes no sense, and it has no bearing on the plot. It's called a big-lipped alligator moment. The entire goddamn fucking show is filled with nothing but big-lipped alligator moments where people are singing. It makes no sense. It has nothing to do with what's going on, besides maybe character introduction? And they're so disjointed from the rest of the show that you're just like, what just happened? I feel like I had a random drug trip. Like, did I just have a random...
Oh, Dance with Devils, I think.
Dance with Devils, yeah. It's very weird. I don't understand it. Why does it keep happening? Why happen? Why thing? So I had to show it to Mikella because, you know, Mikella went to school for music. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It did.
So, it's very weird. I don't really understand it. Makes me very confused. It's weird. Maybe watch the first episode. Don't subject yourself to the full thing, but maybe watch the first episode so you guys can understand what the fuck I'm saying. Because, oh my god, it's really weird.
It is.
Like, even by anime standards, it's very weird. I don't understand why they sing. And nothing is explained in the first episode. Nothing. Even for animes where shit does not get explained until the second episode, this takes it a little too far. Nothing is explained. I don't know why anything is happening. Who's that? Is her mom a witch? I don't know. What's happening? Is the student council nothing but demons? Who the fuck knows? Who are these other guys? Are they vampires? Why don't demons and vampires get along? I'm very confused.
Yeah, that's pretty much the whole entire thing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the whole first episode.
Pretty much.
I don't know the anime, but there is one where they transform into dresses which are partly cabbage.
What?
Oh god, now I gotta look it up.
What? Brain hurt. Ah!
Now we're gonna have to look that up and watch it.
Oh, goody.
Although I also got Mikella hooked on Love Stage, which...
Oh my god, they're so cute!
Yes, they're very cute. So Love Stage...
Too dang cute. You need to stop it.
Yeah. Love Stage is yaoi, which I also enjoy because it's stupid and unrealistic, but also eye candy and funny. So, Love Stage, oh my god. First of all, the art style is very cute. I don't understand why all of them have that, like, weird, cutesy, like, upturn in their lips that make them look like they're doing that cat face from the internet all the time. But I really like it. It looks adorable. And I kind of want to draw that because it's adorable. Anyway, so this setup is like, there's this kid who's 19, and his mom is a model / actress. His dad is a singer / director who now owns a talent agency. And his brother is a rock star. But all he wants to do is be a mangaka. And he's an otaku who is afraid of acting. Because when he was 8, his mom forced him to be in a commercial in a dress. He freaked out and messed up and then had an accident. And has been traumatized ever since.
He's a precious cinnamon roll.
Yes, he is a precious cinnamon roll. I love him. What he doesn't realize, though, is that the little boy that was in the commercial with him fell in love with him because he thought, because again, he was in a dress, he was a little girl. So, gender confusion, but then he decides he doesn't care and he likes him as a dude. And also doesn't care that he's an otaku and loves him anyway and tries to support his dream even though he's the goddamn worst artist. He draws everything like I did back when I was in middle school and doesn't understand that it's bad, which is the worst part. Like, that's the part that cracks me up because as an artist, I'm like, no, even when I was in middle school and I drew that stuff, I realized it wasn't good and that I needed to improve.
Yeah.
So, like, him drawing it and not understanding that it looks bad is the most amusing part for me. Because I'm just like, damn, you have no self-awareness. And then he just, like, crumbles the first time he's called out on it. I'm just like, what were you expecting? How did you expect that to go different?
Were you expecting kitty cats and rainbows?
Apparently, I don't know.
Apparently so.
It just cracks me the fuck up. And I love that his boyfriend is, like, so dense and so doesn't understand manga or anything that he's just like, no, it looks good. It's like that. It's like Picasso. Which.
Oh, honey. Oh, dear honey.
It's not wrong. It does look like Picasso, but that's not the point. Oh, it's very funny. I recommend everyone watch Love Stage just because it's so funny. Oh, God. So that's what we've been watching recently. I can't really think of anything else that we've been watching. Can you, Mikella? Like, together?
Much.
Yeah. I think we were just kind of introducing each other to our faves and being like, look how stupid this is. Brother Complex! That's the other one where we couldn't get past the first episode because of how ridiculous it was.
Oh.
Where it's the girl whose dad marries a wife and the wife has like 16 sons or something.
I think it was
14 sons.
Something like that. It's an absurdly large number. Like,
and only one of them.
I as a woman,
right,
who wishes to have kids sometime in the future, feel very sorry for this woman.
Only one of them is adopted. One. And they're
no.
And 3 of them were all born at the same time because 2 of them were identical twins and one of them was a fraternal twin of the identical twins.
No.
But even taking that into account, it's a shit ton amount of kids. Why did you not stop at 7?
Has reasons, I guess.
And, like, literally every single freaking one of them fall in love with her, and it's the most ridiculous, stupid thing I've ever seen. It amuses the crap out of me. I can't stop watching. It's like, I know this is awful. I'm gonna watch anyway. It's terrible. But am I still watching it? Yes. Why am I still watching it? Because it's awful, and I want to see how bad it gets. That's literally it. I just want to see how bad it gets.
And there's a point there
bad.
where
It's so bad.
there's a point where they decide, or where I think the two twins or something.
Oh yeah.
Are voice actors, and they start acting out like a love scene or something to learn their lines.
Yeah.
And she mistakes it for something else.
Yeah. And it's not even all that out of character for the show, and it's just like, I don't care, this is funny.
One of those twins is like a huge flirt.
Yeah.
And is not apologetic about it at all.
Which I kind of appreciate.
I mean, that's okay.
Yeah.
But still, it's like...
What kills me, though, is that the cross-dressing, clearly gay brother also falls in love with her, and you're like, no, stop that. You're a cross-dresser. And clearly, like, and like, no, you're clearly gay, stop that. Because then he stops cross-dressing in order to appeal to her more, and I'm like, no!
Stick to your character, sir!
Right? Like, you know, you're the cross-dressing gay brother. Be the cross-dressing gay brother! Put that dress back on, or so help me!
Put that dress back on, or so help me!
So help me, so help me, and scene. Oh Lord. Why don't you stop at 3? Right? I mean, so, like, even 3 kids. That's a lot of kids. No, but then it cracks me up because then she marries the guy that has a daughter specifically so she can have a daughter, and I'm like, well, I mean, when you have 14 sons, why the fuck not? Because at that point, you've already gone one step too far.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's crazy because I'm like, that reminds me of one of my ancestors who legit had 14 kids. And it's not like in the olden days where you had 14 kids because not all of them were going to live that long. You know?
I do suppose there are some people who, like, really enjoy just having a huge family.
Yeah.
They enjoy the process.
And that's perfectly fine. You know, you do you.
Yeah.
But it's like, really? That's a lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but like, see, I get it from like back in the 1800s, you had to have that many kids because half of them were going to die.
Mm-hmm.
So my family, they did that. They had a shit ton amount of kids. Guess how many of them died? Because apparently...
1 or 2?
Yeah, which normally half of them you would expect to die. But no, we lost only one of them. So,
that's a lot.
13 goddamn kids, and they're all named John or Paul. Every single goddamn one of them, which has made researching my family very, very hard.
Hey, they weren't good at naming.
Oh, and then it gets worse, because if they are not John or Paul, they are John Paul.
Well, I mean...
That's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go all out, you might as well.
Like my grandfather was John Paul. And I love my grandfather, but god damn, the coming side of the family really need, and I say that not as to be lewd, I mean that was literally their last name was Cumming. And it's spelled exactly how you think. In the very wrong way.
Names.
Yeah.
What you just said.
Oh. What's wrong?
I'm a little frustrated because part of the work I was doing in the background there was trying to set up the card reader.
Okay.
And I know there is a second webcam in this house somewhere.
So many boxes.
I don't know where.
Hi, Alexa.
I don't know what happened to the electronics box. Now, plus side, I found the good 360 out of the two 360s I own.
Yeah, you own. Mine's good.
Okay, I wasn't trying to...
I know.
Okay. I found the 360, I found the original Xbox, I found the GameCube, I found the Ouya. Obviously, the Ouya is the most important, and this is the greatest console of all time. But, and I'm honestly proud that I own an Ouya.
Hang on. Phoenix, how do you commission an art? Okay, so basically to commission me, you can message me over Discord, you can message me over Tumblr, you can shoot me an email. Any one of those 3 ways. Message me about what you want, and we'll talk it out. And that's how I do commissions.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm very actually happy I got the Ouya. I'm not happy with like 90% of the developers who filled it with shovelware.
Yeah.
Or the actual company who kind of mismanaged their funds. It's not like anybody, skimmed off the top and ran with it.
Yeah.
But they kind of backed all their money behind Soulfjord, which Soulfjord's a fine game. I'm not going to deny that. There's a reason there's not a lot of award-winning rhythm games. And it's that rhythm games are inherently difficult. Don't back your console with the Dark Souls of rhythm games. Instead, go with a safe option to be your main mascot. This could be a shooter, such as Master Chief for Halo. This could be an adventure game, such as Lara Croft or Nathan Drake for PlayStation. This could be a platformer or an adventure game, such as Mario or Link for Nintendo. I mean, you could argue Pikachu is there too, but Pikachu's more of the handheld market.
Mm-hmm.
They went with Soulfjord, and while I have no issue with the hero of Soulfjord, whose name escapes me, I want to say it's like Magnus Jones.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great character. His game sucks balls. And part of it is that I am bad at rhythm games. So there's that. But that's neither here nor there. I am trying to find another webcam. If I cannot find one, I would like to... And I'll wait till Red's done with the stream for this. I'd like to abscond with these two in the more fuel-efficient car, go down to a Best Buy or a Staples. I assume Staples would sell webcams. It seems like it'd be the side market.
I'd almost say Staples or Home Depot, because then we could get cardstock.
Oh, okay. Are you thinking Office Depot?
What did I say?
You said Home Depot.
Yeah.
Ah! Brain! Why?
Hang on. Because, I'm willing to pay. In commissions, yes, money is involved, otherwise it's a request. Yeah. I've been putting requests on the back burner so I can finish the 3 commissions I have. What?
I'm remembering the, Oh, well, first off, I'll say this, and then I'll say the other thing.
Okay.
I'm remembering the post of assassins are just professional serial killers.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they work on commission.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then it was like, I can't believe you won't kill this guy for free. You're not even that good at murder.
Oh my god.
Which, trust me, as a writer, and trust Red as an artist, you hear that basic phrase
A lot.
I'm
both, so I hear it twice as much.
Yeah, I really got to start drawing again. I don't know. Red may put art in your face, but I think I should give you the sketchy part of town.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, anyway.
Anyway, other side, if you want to commission Red, please commission them directly. But if you want to be 100% sure that money gets there, there is the Red's Bust option on Patreon.
Yep.
You can buy Red's Bust. That is a Patreon level in which Red draws a thing you want. Typically a bust. So, it's there. There's also Red's Body if you want full body art.
This is getting very distracting.
You were the one who told me to name them that.
I know. I'm a genius. Hey, Red, how about this? What are you suggesting there, Alexa?
How about this? Enjoy what you see. Hit that.
God damn it, Nightbot!
Nightbot, you're doing a fine job, sweetie. I'm so glad I reprogrammed your words. Made them wordier. Yeah, so I'm thinking we go down to the nearby town that has shit, as opposed to where we live.
Okay.
Which is the town that doesn't have shit. There's one, I think you're right, Office Depot for cardstock. Because the ink is on its way.
Yeah.
Go by Best Buy, find a cheap webcam, because the webcam we have is great for looking at our beautiful faces.
Yeah. You need a cheap one for cards?
I want a cheap one for cards that's at least 480p, so it can still recognize the cards.
Got it.
And then that way we can just put that angle down and slide it there. Because I do fully intend on doing a weekly, 22 hour long magic dealy on Twitch.
Context, I work in EMS. I don't know why you won't work a 24-hour shift for free. You're not even that good at saving lives. Stop activating my Alexa. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it's not like we're saying something like, I don't know, Alexa, add Almond Kit Magic Boosters to my shopping list.
Oh my god.
Don't! Be nice!
You're right. I should tell them to add Rivals of Ixalan to the shopping list. That's
No!
the same standard longer.
That's very mean, you dude guy. That's messed up.
He did it, not me. I told him to stop.
This is a problem for me because literally every time I greet her, I say hey. I should say hi.
If anything, this has just cemented me in getting a Google Home.
Just so that you can mess with us?
No, just so that Alexa can't. By accident.
Okay.
Also, we're sorry that not a lot of videos have gone up on YouTube. We are working on how we schedule videos.
That's what I'm working on.
So, I want to get back to the one a day that we'd been doing.
Yeah.
I still say from July 23rd to July 23rd, 16 to 17.
Okay.
Was an
I'm muted
amazing
just
run.
in time. It doesn't matter, Ed. We actually had been thinking of naming a dog, and we came to Alexa, and I can just see someone calling the dog and having Alexa in their home. I muted just in time. The activating word is Alexa, not hey Alexa, or anything. Oh, okay.
They muted just in time.
They knew damn well what I was gonna do.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
But you could have had magic cards.
Maybe they didn't want magic cards.
This is my art stream, not anything having to do with magic, so...
So it should have been Alexa, add colored pencils to my shopping list?
I mean, okay. I don't use them anymore, but okay.
They could have been Copics. Copics are nice.
They are nice. I don't use them anymore.
I know you're digital.
I need pen tips. Like, not immediately, but in the future. Butter. Butter. God damn it.
I'm sorry, Phoenix. I'll stop.
This is getting really bad.
It's
not like so, I'm not doing it on purpose, I swear. Well,
I am.
Well, it works either way. It doesn't just require Hey, Alexa.
Oh. Now I'm going to wait to save that one. The next one won't be making you buy things, I swear. Because that's mean of me.
This whole thing has been mean of you. Apples. Apples.
Fuck you, I can't eat all these apples. No. Okay, no, I'm kind of, like, torn on Hot Diggity Demon.
Yeah.
Because on the one hand, he makes some very funny stuff.
Yeah.
And I do think it's important that I follow artists I don't necessarily agree with on everything.
Yeah.
And then I see some of the arguments people make against him. And it's like, I don't know where I should draw the line. Because some of the stuff they say is, like, super heinous things. But on the other hand, they're also going like, well, he's joking about everything, so that means he's willing to accept everything. It's like, yeah, but if the guy who's joking about it also gives you the clear disclaimer of, if you're laughing because you think I sympathize with you because you're actually one of these people, and I'm not going to say the exact groups, because I don't want Twitch or YouTube to get mad and demonetize us and all that, but let's just say certain individuals who may have really wanted to unify Austria, or certain individuals who may have once gotten into a Scooby-Doo-like chase scene in South Park.
Fuck you and the porpoise you wrote in on. What's the arts today? Okay, so the arts today is a commission for a Star Wars OC of our friend, my friend, Alexa. Who is in the chat. Hello.
That's when we find out that Phoenix's Amazon helper will list everyone in the Twitch chat by username.
How long have I been streaming for?
Since before those boxes were colored.
Yes. That sounds about
right.
right.
That's not helpful. I meant time-wise.
Oh. An amount?
Yes, like an amount of time, you idiots. I love you. But this is the problem when you pun everything. Just
We're
a friend.
idiots.
Okay, Alexa is not just a friend. We are dating.
Mm-hmm.
You is not just a friend, and I know this. How does everyone know that?
I don't know.
Did I talk about it? When
I don't know. You say a lot of things about them.
Phoenix Prime 22, might I recommend you put in headphones?
Especially if I were to say something like,
Don't!
Alexa, play Cotton Eye Joe.
No!
Cotton Eye Joe!
No! Stop it, you!
Wait, you don't want Phoenix to hear the wonderful song that is Cotton
No!
Eye Joe?
It was talked about in a stream a while ago. Okay, that's good.
Probably on one of Alexa's streams. What was the thing I read? That, Jingle, Jangle, Jingle is Cotton Eye Joe, but from the opposite end?
Pretty much. Jingle, jangle.
Joke's on you, I love that song. But did it play is the question.
Or did I yell loud enough that it stopped it?
Oh my god.
Oh, it was Red who talked about it.
Oh.
Red, did you have another drunken art stream?
I may have, who knows?
Welcome to Red Puts Whiskey in Their Face. Today's episode, whiskey. Oh, hey, it's scotch. That's better. Anyway.
To be fair, he's not wrong. That is exactly what I would say.
Snuggle truck.
Snuggle truck.
That's a game we did back in Halloween 2016.
Oh, yeah.
I shouldn't have stared at the ceiling fan when I was trying to remember that. Now I'm blind.
Serves you right.
It did not, but if it did.
You you would have enjoyed it because you like that song. Yes, I'm aware.
I want a stream like that. Where I get drunk and do art? I actually did one of those, and I did one of those with V, which is actually freaking hilarious because halfway through it we go, you know what we should do? We should play,
Amnesia?
No. What's that game?
Pop?
Honey's Cam Studio.
Oh, so then, yeah, it's on the... that was one of the YouTube streams back before we switched to Twitch. Which means if you go to the YouTube channel and go look for Honeycam on our channel, that is up there still.
Yeah.
At least the Honeycam half is.
Yeah. So, well, no, the drunken art stream should be up there too.
It should. There were a couple art streams we had to take down.
Yeah.
Due to copyright purposes.
Oh, yeah. What was it? The one where I was singing...
You sang Jolene so fucking spot on. It thought that you had taken it from a Dolly Parton album.
Which is hilarious! Yes, drunk art, do another one. I'm there, please. Sure thing. I may do one tonight, because I don't have anywhere to go tomorrow. Do I?
It's
Tuesday.
Might.
Why? Oh, right. Fingerprinting.
Yep. Gotta make sure everyone knows what kind of offender you are. Serial.
I was gonna say none. I have never been arrested.
You keep offending nuns. That's why you need to be fingerprinted.
I wish I've only ever met 2 nuns, and they were both from Nigeria, and they loved me.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you one thing, person whose name is shared by Amazon's helper app.
I have skipped streams several times before because I couldn't get anyone who said they'd come by. Aww.
Don't do that thing. Stream anyway.
Yeah.
And here's why. If you are streaming a game, there is a chance, but a chance, that somebody will stumble upon your stream. And this works on any game there is. Now, there are smart ways to do this. Make sure it's a game you enjoy. Make sure it is a game that you know a lot about. Or if it's a game you're going in blind, make sure you're sharing how you're going in blind. But any game will do. The week or so... No, that's not true. I want to say the month Breath of the Wild came out, I was doing a Breath of the Wild stream, and we got new follows from people who were tired of the big streamers doing Breath of the Wild. When we did... hey, Red's doing an art stream, we just got a new follow right now.
Yep.
So...
Yay!
Trust me. Well, not right now. It was probably about an hour ago.
Yeah.
But we're still thankful for that follow. Stream for the sake of streaming. Don't stream for people showing up. Stream for yourself. And stream for that ever so minuscule chance that you don't have to be in an ambulance again ever in your life.
Hmm.
I was about to say unless there's an accident, but you kind of don't want that to happen either. Also, I suggest getting a Nightbot who's going to tell people every 5 freaking seconds that you should follow. You're doing great. Thank you, Nightbot.
God damn it, Nightbot.
Better than Wisebot, who I've been trying to get rid of for a month now. He's like crabs. I have to buy that special Wisebot shampoo.
Oh my god, that sounds way more like scabies.
I mean, they're basically the same bug.
Not really. Crabs are like,
They're closer to lice.
Yeah.
Scabies are closer to mites.
Yeah, because they dig under your skin. This is a bad conversation to have when you're afraid of parasites the way I am.
Is venom a parasite or a symbiotic parasite?
It's a... Wait, what?
Because, like, it's been shown that venom takes more out of his host than he puts in.
So, he's a parasite.
He's meth.
Oh.
Venom is meth.
Oh, God. Why did we do that? Okay.
I'm gonna smoke some carnage.
But I love my job. Then keep your job, Alexa. No one's saying quit your job.
I'm just saying, like, me, and I hate saying this because I have a job that most people do love. I just don't.
And that is okay. You all watching are perfectly okay if you love your job. It is also okay if you hate it.
Yep. It's okay to be either or.
Rob is not saying to quit.
I'm not saying to quit. I'm saying if you want to quit, you should be able to. If you like helping people and you like being an EMT because of that, go for it. Do your thing. Me...
You do you, boo-boo.
I do have a job where I'm allowed to share things. I will admit that. But the things I am legally allowed to share is so small and so focused, it's driving me insane. And everyone's talking about how, like, everyone on the outside saying, oh, but it's such a nice job, but it's so cushy, but it's so easy. And everyone inside is basically looking at me with the haggard expression of the man they left on Skull Island saying, leave while you still can, before Kong wakes again.
And I'm in that weird section where I've never been in it, but I've lived and been raised by people who were in it going, I mean, I know it sucks, but maybe just stick with it for a while?
I'm trying to stick with it at least this year.
Yeah.
I am failing so hard at it.
It's okay. I don't feel like you're failing.
I do. I just had a status review.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, in evaluation?
Yeah, that's the thing.
And they failed you?
And I was told it's my first year, so expecting a lot of zeros and ones is normal.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was more zeros than ones. It's like on the one hand, yeah, I realize you hired me. You hired me because you wanted somebody new. And this is a job where if you are new, you're supposed to keep your head down, and I'm not good at that.
Oh, Lord.
Beyond that...
What have you been doing?
Telling a lot of the kids how most of history is racist, and they have to look at it through that filter.
Oh, but it is.
Let's see here. I got in trouble because I showed them Coraline.
What, you're not allowed to show them Coraline?
No, I am. But one kid apparently thought that since the old ladies were doing a joke on burlesque dancing, he told his mother I showed them porn.
But it's not...
Wait, that is because you have jerk-ass kids
That's
who
the
are
other thing.
trying to purposefully get you fired, I think. Because you are the first teacher in...
3
how long?
years.
3 years? Who is actually trying to make them do work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
and they
like...
were being little shits.
That sounds like what's happening with my mom right now, because she's got a kid that's actively trying to get her fired. And I will say this for my mom. She is a good teacher. She wasn't all that nice to me, but she was a good teacher. Is a good teacher. She is a good teacher. Until she retires.
Then she will no longer be a good teacher.
Then she'll be a retired teacher.
Yeah.
Then she will be a formerly good teacher.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, so that's part of where I'm at, is just... I know it's dumb, everyone's supposed to hate their job, but...
I mean, no, but
I was told my whole life that you can get a job that you won't hate. And they always kind of framed it that I would have it by now, and I kind of do. I have this. It's just this is not paying the bills.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating, and that's not saying I'm going to quit. Now, mind you, would I quit teaching? Yeah, if we got to the point where this was survivable by the end of June, God, yes.
Or if we win HGTV Dreamhouse.
Yeah, that works too. But I understand a lot of other people really like their jobs. You're allowed to like your job. I'm not saying that you shouldn't like your job. What do you mean it's barely a job? You're an EMT. That is an essential part of...
Oh, crap. Wrong one.
...society. That is a Yob.
That is a very important Yob.
Oh. Yeah. Here's my problem, is that I have a job that they expect to be the same every day.
And it can't possibly be because you're working with children.
Right. That's also the point of, I teach PE because the PE teacher refuses to teach my students. Yeah.
Which is bullshit in my opinion, but...
It is.
We'll continue.
The welding teacher is now teaching them welding, so that's nice. What else? Oh, of course, everything's taught to the tests, which sucks. Yep. We're underpaid, and we're expected, oh, by the way, since you're not an expert on everything, you should put in an extra 14 hours of work a week to try to become an expert on everything. It's like, no, that's not in my contract. It's like, well, if you say it's not in your contract, that shows you're not a team player. I'm not. Good job.
Get used to it.
I don't know if you know this, but yes, most D&D players are team players. I'm not. I'm the asshole who wants to break them apart.
Yeah, you're the DM.
So,
Firemen who, if you don't know, are vulgar, rude, insincere. Hey, I do, because my uncle was a fireman. He retired.
Hey, my grandpa Bob isn't insincere.
And he's kind of a racist dickhole. My uncle, I mean, not your grandfather. I've never met your grandfather.
Yeah, he's kind of a racist dickhole.
Okay, so all firemen are racist dickholes is what we're saying. No, I'm kidding.
It used to be. Yeah. This is a more recent event ever since he stopped working out in the making violins and fiddling so much and started watching a lot more Fox News.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But no, yeah, and I'm aware that firemen are horribly vulgar, and when people say you can't have a corrupt fireman, it's like, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
It happens. Me, I'm trying to set my head on straight so I can figure out how to hit the elusive Pratchett point, which I realize is...
Pratchett point?
Yeah, so Terry Pratchett loved his job as a mailman.
Okay.
He loved being a mailman so much, but he still wanted to write fantasy novels. And after,
because he also loved writing fantasy novels.
Because he also loved writing fantasy novels. And after his second fantasy novel, his editor called him and said, Terry, you're losing money. He went, why? Are my books not selling that well? It's like, no, you keep working at that goddamn post office. So, Terry Pratchett created because of what he did, it created the term, the Pratchett point, where it is economically advantageous of you to quit your day job and focus on your side job.
Yeah, which we have not gotten to yet.
Not close. The steps in the road to get there are getting closer. And I realize there are better ways to get there and faster ways to get there, and I'm planning on every intention I have to get there. However, as of the moment, I still have to do teachery things, which I'm not the biggest fan of, for obvious reasons. The first one of being, I know it's dumb, I don't like teaching. I mean, I like the sharing stuff, I like part of it, but I get to do that here on Twitch and on YouTube as well. And I get to do it on Tumblr to a lesser extent now. Twitter still. And I realize that that's dumb, that shouldn't be your job, but that used to be a job. That was the job of a reviewer.
Yep.
It's like there's something amazing about being a reviewer, of being an article writer, of being a Let's Player, of sharing these amazing things with people. Of telling people, hey, you know what I had a great time doing? Going to Friday Night Magic. You should do that. Or, hey, you know what game's great? Cuphead. Go play more Cuphead. Do it now. Things like that. Instead, and if you don't do it, guess what? I don't give a shit. I don't get in trouble if you don't play Cuphead.
Oh, God.
I don't get in trouble if you don't go to Friday Night Magic. But if Schmuck42 in my classroom doesn't do his homework, I have to fail him, and then his dad gets mad at me, and then I'm in trouble with the principal, and it's ridiculous. Why is my son failing? Maybe if your son actually studied for a dang test, we wouldn't be in this position.
Yeah.
It's almost like his homework every night's been studying, and he's been telling you he has no homework. Well, you're the one who should be making him study more. All right, I'll get right on stalking your child to their home and watching them through your kitchen window. Alexa, the answer to that is, do you want to?
If so, then yes.
If no, don't do that thing. Yeah, it's dumb, because anytime I mention that I want to do something where I can just share things with people, right? I either get branded a communist or a hippie because I'm not working hard enough. Now, there is an exception to that. And it's not the exception I expected it to be. That's my stepdad. His point of view is that it's hard to get to that point, but he's at that point. Because he runs the second biggest custom car show in California every year now. So what does he do? Because he thought about it and went like, well, that's what I do. I like custom cars. I get everyone together to share their custom cars. We drink a bunch of beer and we talk about how awesome custom cars are. I don't know shit about comics or video games, but it sounds like you just want to get a bunch of people together, show off your video games, and drink beer. I can respect that. It's like, okay, I have 2 problems with this, Randy. 1, I don't want that many drunk nerds in one area. And 2, you're a diabetic. You shouldn't be drinking beer. I'm telling Mom.
I'm telling Mom.
His Christmas present, the card said, "This is to get Mom off your back," and we bought him a pedometer. Okay, no, I am a little mad at him right now. Yeah. Because Mom's been trying to get him to lose weight for years.
Okay.
He is a notorious diet cheater. Now, this is not the same way my dad does it, where
he says, we're on a diet, or if somebody who is not him is on a diet,
my dad will test their willpower and buy all the tasty things they would want to eat.
Which is just messed up.
Randy forgets you're on a diet, and that he's on a diet, because he is type 1 ADHD, so there's a good chance he wasn't paying attention the whole time. And he will be driving along in his car. I don't know which car he'd be in. Maybe the truck, because he's a practical man. Unless it's a car show, then it's a custom Buick. And then he'll go, "Ooh, boy, McDonald's, I can get me a Sody Pop," which is honestly what he calls a Coca-Cola. God. And then he will buy like 7 Filet-O-Fishes and a bunch of McDoubles and a couple things of nuggets and pancake breakfast if it's a McDonald's with 24-hour breakfast. And like 12 Cokes.
He is why I let the man drink. He is why I have my non-job. The fat and unhealthy of today are the patients of tomorrow.
And then he'll show up at the auto body shop he owns and ask if anyone's hungry.
Oh, God.
Because he knows that you can't get mad at him if he brought enough for the whole class.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Because that's the kind of guy he is. And to be fair, I have a bit of that trait in me too as well. Of I will go out and get food, and if nobody said they also wanted food, I will still buy like 12 extra burritos. Bring them back, I got burritos just in case. This man puts food on my table. I mean, if you invite him over, he will. That's how he works. Oh, by the way, you've been alive for about an hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
That's one nice part with Wisebot is he reminds you, like, whenever he feels like it.
Every whenever.
He'll tell you how many viewers you have, if it went up or if it went down, and how long you've been streaming.
Cool.
Yeah, Wisebot is okay. So, he's, So no, like, and then my dad's kind of also gone along with the same line of thought when I told him I wanted to make games. And he's like, well, somebody's got to do it. You might as well do it. So I got to give him credit there. The constant belittling at things on my attempts to get to that point, not so fond of.
Yeah.
But the pointing out that I can get to the end has always been nice. Problem is I'm nowhere near the end.
Bye, Phoenix.
We'll get
Bye,
there.
Phoenix. Have fun, or whatever you're doing.
It's bariatric cot for fat people. I mean, you're not wrong. We've always been a little bit concerned that he looks bigger than me, but I'm the heavier one. But I think I'm condensed. I sink. I am like stone. I hit bottom of pool. That's not true. I try to dive down and I feel the weight pulling me back up. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. So, what are you planning on doing in this stream, Red?
I was gonna finish the crates and then I was gonna call it a day.
Sounds great.
Or at least for this stream.
Yes. Then maybe we can go and get some supplies for other streams in the future.
Okay.
Okay. Like, for example, we could get another 10-pound bag of rice.
We don't need more rice!
I know, I just like making her yell at me. Alright.
No!
Yes.
No rice.
Okay, how about cardstock?
Yes.
We will make delicious stewed cardstock.
Okay, speaking of food, can someone get me a snack?
Never.
Damn it. I'm hungry.
Thank you, Alexa, for agreeing with me that we need more rice.
No!
Well, you're saying me saying, Alexa, we need more rice, is a bad thing to say.
Oh, no. You're so...
Thank goodness Phoenix is gone.
That's
Right?
the only reason I did it.
Otherwise, he would have killed you.
You'll have to find me first. Am I over here? Or over here?
Oh,
Maybe
Lord.
in here.
These are the people I chose to live with. Why? I don't remember.
Because I'm bringing you strawberry yogurt.
Yes, that's why. Thank you.
Because I may be an asshole, but I'm an asshole who brings you yogurt.
Yay, food! I enjoy food. Food is good. Yay, food. I got a Switch. Forgot. Oh. Like...
So, Amazon Assistant, Discord me your friend code so we can do Splatoon.
I'm only quiet because I have a tube of yogurt in my mouth.
Yogurt. I am still fiddling with this thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ask the question. And you definitely should have asked, if it's about the piece, you definitely should have asked it 4 or 5 grades ago. Okay, so I'm basically just matching it to the picture that you sent me. I promise it will make sense once I finish using the texture. It's basically just to different, and it's good to have a lighter color to differentiate between the tops and the sides of the crates. I'm basically just doing it though so that it'll blend in with the picture that you sent me. Why are you filled with fear? Is it because they're green? Are you afraid of the color green? Why are you afraid?
Why fear?
And non-food. I am filled with fear and non-food. Maybe fill your hole with food then. That sounded mean. Maybe go eat food? Go eat food. Oh, afraid of the unknown. Okay. I promise you, it will turn out. It'll turn out good. Basically, what this is going to come out looking like is the tops will probably come out looking like aged copper, because you know how copper has that green tone, and it's a light green. For instance, the Statue of Liberty is made out of copper. That's why it's green.
Yep, that is a true fact.
Yep, true fact, which is true. So,
true facts are true.
Yeah. So basically, it's like that. The crate tops are made out of copper, so that's why they're going to be green. So it'll make sense once I apply the texture. Because right now, yeah, they just look they look very strikingly green. But when I add the texture, they'll look a little less striking green and more a little bit more like metal. Because the sides of the crates didn't look all that metal-ish until I added the texture either.
Heavy.
Huh?
Heavy topic.
Heavy topic? What?
Talking about metal.
Oh yeah.
It was supposed to be a
heavy
joke.
metal. I get it.
Heavy metal. Ha ha ha.
I'm not mad. Dude, trust me, if I was mad, you'd know. Because there'd be, like, yelling and crying, and I would be in the background swearing. Like, I'm not mad. Like, it's very, very hard to make me mad. I'm fairly zen all of the time.
Red is very intense, though.
I am. I'm sorry.
So sometimes people can mistake that for anger.
Which I don't know why. Maybe it's because they've never actually seen me angry.
That's possibly why.
Yeah. It's so hard to make me angry anymore. Like, ever since I went to well, I mean, it was always pretty hard to make me angry, but then I went to the psychologist, and now it's even harder to get me mad.
This part is a bit of the tediousness.
I mean, yeah, you have, but that's different than, that's a whole truckload different than mad. I'm not gonna discuss that on a stream. That would be wrong. We're not talking about that on a stream. Don't
Alexa,
be a jerk, Alexa.
Send that down to private messages. There's...
You heard Mikella. Okay, so there. Now I did the screen. Now it's time to do...
The only kind of naughty things we will allow on these streams is flirting. Okay?
I'm gonna see you like... Ugh, yeah. Yep.
And I'm sorry if that is your way of flirting. Well, mindless flirting is what I mean.
Oops. Not what I meant to do. File. Import pattern from image.
What was I doing?
Uh.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing.
I kind of like that because then you get that weird orangey tone that copper gets sometimes. Like, even when it's green. What do you think?
That looks pretty cool. I think.
So I'm gonna stick it
I'm thinking.
right around there.
I'm thinking that's pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna blur a little bit of this so it's not quite so intense. There we go. That's better. Alright. Crap! No! That's not what I wanted! That would have been bad. Alright. So, I'm gonna leave it here for today. I think is boxes. Boxes is good. Okay, good.
Is boxes? Yes.
No. That's not what happened. I'm not going into that part because I'm only working on one image. Okay, so I'm going to call it quits here for now. I'm going to come back to it later. I might come back to it later tonight. We'll find out. Thank you for joining me. Please check in next time. Yay. I'm very tired. I'm going to go get something to eat. Save.
Bye, everybody.
Crap. No, I want to save it as... I'm not quitting just yet. There we go. -2 and save. What? Yes, replace that one. I don't want to replace the PNG, but I do want to replace the other. Whatever, just do the thing. Okay. Okay. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining me. Remember to follow us if you're not, and check out our Patreon page too if you want to see more streams like this. If you would like to commission me for a artwork piece like this, then feel free to contact me over Discord. Or through the art blog. I'm pretty sure we have a link to that somewhere. Either of those places are good. Okay. I'm gonna go eat something so I don't sound quite so, like, drunk and or tired. Alright. Cool. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.